Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. Second and a yard.
Jump out! Back north.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brings up third down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So Aaron Rodgers here getting his first run in a Jets uniform. Well, he'll get 3 of his first 4 games at home, but it is an intimidating slate. You got Buffalo tonight. They go to Dallas next Sunday, followed by a divisional home game against the Patriots, a team that's had their number, to put it mildly. And then the Super Bowl champs come in Week 4.
And don't forget, not far behind them, the Eagles in Week 6. But I think that this is a great way to open for Aaron Rodgers. If you've ever wanted a challenge, this is it. And this gives him the chance to show the rest of the world he's still got it and is still an MVP in this league.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, great.
Back to the ground, Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 18. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And caught it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Inside.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Second down and 4. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Get 300. Get 300.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
56.
Now Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Tight. Alert! Good.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From midfield, here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This his old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Easy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Garrett Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. Jones has it, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Allen rolling to his right. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Allen again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Allen to throw once more. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. And a quick throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Rodgers now to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
In motion right, that's Hardman. He'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Give to Cook out of the gun.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The slot man in motion right. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hines.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd down, they'll go right back to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And again, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, the left side completion to Jones. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing now is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Jets are gonna get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Hines now on the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing on first down is Allen. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go, go.
Now Allen. This is caught. It's Hardy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Mason complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
70, Hawk 70.
A give. This is Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Completes it to Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a